So you might be wondering what the best cheap iPhones are in 2024 right now. I keep thinking it's 2023, but 2024 is bringing us a couple of different cool iPhones that I'm actually very, very excited about because there are several of them. There are like three that I can kind of think of at the top of my head that are under $100 for the most part, or you may need to negotiate the price a little bit, but usually you can get them under $100 in a lot of varying, qualities and, conditions. The first iPhone is the iPhone SE second generation. I definitely do think that if I'm going to go and recommend an iPhone to people, the iPhone SE, second generation is actually a pretty decent iPhone. I was like an okay, fan of this thing when it first came out, but, I will definitely tell you over time, and especially in the used market, this thing is actually a pretty decent option. Again, not the best device in the world or anything, but you are getting that 4.7-inch display on the front. You're getting a pretty good display that I still like. It still looks like a pretty good, sharp panel. You're also getting things like, it's software updates for a long period of time from now as well. And there's still a lot of things to like about this particular phone. Again, it's not a perfect phone by any means, but for the most part, for a lot of things that I've thrown on this particular device, I think it's been a pretty good device for the most part, and I'm still a pretty big fan of it when it comes down to it. Now, the other device is the iPhone 8 Plus. Now, there is a pretty big discrepancy, I would say, from the iPhone SE second generation to the iPhone 8 Plus. I think if I'm going to go ahead and buy one of these iPhones, I definitely do think that the iPhone 8 Plus is a very good device. I think this device is very good. I'm a big fan of it. But the only problem is that it's not really supported with software anymore. The reason why I even threw this phone in here is because iOS 16 is still kind of supported with software. So with that type of device, you're probably going to be getting a pretty decent, device for the most part. I mean, it still has a very big display. It has a very good chipset inside that's still like fairly compatible for the most part with a lot of different things. Again, it's not perfect, but I do think if I'm going to go ahead and buy a device, I don't think the iPhone 8 Plus is a terrible one. And if you need a phone for less than $100 and you know what you're getting into, I really don't think the iPhone 8 Plus is a terrible device from that perspective either. Now, another device is the iPhone SE 1. I think the first generation iPhone SE is a decent device if you're looking for even a sub $70 phone. Like, these things are very, very cheap now. They don't cost that much money at all. And if I'm going to go ahead and buy a phone right now, I really don't think this is that bad of an option. I definitely do think a device like the iPhone 8 Plus or the iPhone SE first generation is a smaller phone that definitely doesn't have the most amount of capability of all time. But I do think this is a fairly good device that I still like looking at. This thing has a pretty good chipset. It's, $80, $70 right now, so it's really not that expensive. And if you're looking for a good, cheap device, this is definitely not a bad option. From everything that I've thrown in it, this is a phone that I would look at and be like, okay, it's not a bad option. And if you're looking for a decent phone under $70, this is definitely one for you. So those are three different iPhones I could kind of think about that I would probably recommend a majority of people to buy if you're looking for a sub, a sub $100 iPhone right now. So that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.